Hello, everyone, and welcome to season 3 of Movie Reviews. The old saying, time flies by when you're having fun, is still true. I cannot believe I have been posting movie reviews now for 2 years, going on 3, which is a lot of movie reviews and 10 movie flashbacks. The Nightglow channel celebrated its 10th anniversary last November, and a part of me thought I was a failure of some sorts because I have been constantly failing and experiencing a never ending series of setbacks. But taking a break and looking at what I have done and what I am working on, I don't feel so bad because I don't have time for self pity. My hiatus brought some surprises that I did not expect, and I am not going to get into details here because I want to keep this post on a positive note. The good news is I am moving forward to finally starting a career in filmmaking, a dream that I have put off for over 20 years. And also during the hiatus, I continued editing my next book, my first romance novel, The Song of Dreams. And I will tell you more about that later on in the year. So let's get started. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Click the subscribe button below for future notifications and updates. Click the like button and share this content with other movie fans. Today, I am sharing my review for Rebel Moon Parts 1 and 2, which is something that I have been looking forward to for the past 4 months. So here we go. When it was announced that director Zack Snyder was making another movie, we knew we were getting parts 1 and 2. Rebel Moon Part 1 premiered on Netflix back in December, and Part 2 dropped last Friday, April 19th. Now that we have both Parts 1 and 2, there are now talks that Zack Snyder might be working on a Part 3, 4, and possibly 5. But the question is, do we need a Part 3, 4, and 5? My answer is no. So, just to recap, Rebel Moon is considered to be an epic space opera Snyder has been working on for years, and it stars Sofia Boutella as the protagonist, Cora. The film is set in a fictional galaxy ruled by the Mother World, who has a military called the Imperium. The Imperium threatens a farming colony on the moon of Velt. Cora, a former Imperium soldier, ventures on a quest to recruit warriors from across the galaxy to fight against the Imperium before they return to Velt. Ed Skrein plays Atticus Noble, an admiral in the Imperium, and the main villain, who you don't love to hate because he is such an evil bastard. And joining Cora on her fight against the Imperium is Jaimin Hunsu, who plays Titus, a former general of the Imperium, and Anthony Hopkins, who plays the voice of James, or Jimmy, who is a sort of an AI robot programmed to be a soldier. Parts 2 pick up where Part 1 left off. This time, the running time is 15 minutes shorter than Part 1, and Part 2 covers Cora's continued fight against the Imperium. Titus is tasked with training the entire farming village on the moon in defending themselves against the Imperium when they return. Throughout the film, we get backstories of Cora and the warriors who teamed with her, and you find out that she killed the princess whose father ruled the Mother World. So, because we might get Part 3, 4, and or 5, I am going to grade Parts 1 and 2 separately. I am going to give Part 1 3 out of 5 stars. However, I am giving Part 2 2 out of 5 stars. I was really looking forward to part two for the past 4 months, but I thought it was a bit anticlimactic. When I watched part two the first time, I fell asleep. So I thought maybe it was me because I watched it before my bedtime. But then I tried watching it again and I fell asleep again after watching the first hour. Part two was boring, and because I fell asleep, I can't really tell you what the problems were. All I can tell you is the movie no longer worked for me right at the middle point. I saw the ending just to see how it ends, but I am not going to try watching it again. I thought part one was better than part two. And that's why I think we don't need another Rebel Moon movie. I think Djimon Hounsou and Anthony Hopkins made better movies than these in the past, so these films do not take full advantage of their amazing talents. I do like Ed Skrein. He makes a compelling villain, and he does know how to play evil. But after a while, I just lost interest in the story. So that is all for today, my friends. I will see you next time with another movie review. I can't believe my hiatus ended with a Rebel Moon movie review in which I was hoping to give these movies four stars, but that's not what happened. Like this was an anticipated event, and yeah, so we're off to an interesting start for season three of movie reviews, aren't we? But anyway, I hope the summer season gives us something to look forward to because the spring season, for the most part, has been okay. So take care, everybody, and until next time, have fun at the movies.